Tonight, there is stunning body cam video of New York City police officers rescuing a man who had fallen onto the subway tracks. The officers had to race across a busy city street to reach the man. A Good Samaritan was already trying to help, and together they lifted him out of harm's way. Seconds later, a train rolled into that station. And that's just one of the many life-threatening tasks police officers face every day. But now, as CBS's Omar Villafranca reports, retirements are up and new recruits are in short supply.
At the Tulsa Police Department, Cheyenne Walden was not part of a full graduating class of recruits.
It's something I've always wanted to do, so it's not a job, more of a career.
Tulsa Police Chief Wendell Franklin is struggling to fill about 150 spots.
There was a lot of scrutiny placed upon law enforcement, and I think that soured a lot of interested people that wanted to go into the profession. They have made a detour and they've gone and done something else.
While new officer hirings were down in the last 3 years, a survey by a national organization of police executives shows retirement and resignation rates jumped higher, driven in part by low pay. At smaller departments, officers are sounding the alarm. The University of Oklahoma says they have 28 officers available to respond to calls on campus. OUPD officer Shane Roddy says that number is closer to 20 and adds he hasn't physically trained in an active shooter drill in years.
The University of Oklahoma is just going to have to start funding OUPD so that we can build our staffing levels to the point that we can actually start training again.
In a statement, the university said it recently raised police department salaries on average nearly 8%, but they note the pay raise is coming from open positions that have not been filled. OUPD has also hired 3 more officers and says they will continue to hire more officers in the coming months. Saturdays mean college football. And even with other departments helping on game days,
how are you doing today? Good.
Officers worry about the nightmare scenario with more than 100,000 fans on campus.
There's always going to be the threat of an active shooter or an armed subject coming on to campus and causing death or great bodily harm to the community there.
Do you think that OUPD is adequately staffed to handle any situation like that?
Absolutely not.
An increased fear with decreasing resources. Omar Villafranca, CBS News, Norman, Oklahoma.